So it's Tuesday, June 7th. I'm going to leave Muros. I will be back. And I'm heading south to the next Ria de Villagarcia. And I hope I'll find a place to anchor for the night. There is no wind, so I think we do have to use the engine. Sad, but well, it's like that.
Fortunately, the wind picked up later on and I could set sail. To enter the Ria de Villagarcia or the Ria de Arusa from the north is quite a tricky thing to do. You have to find your way between rocks through narrow passages. So keep an eye on your chart plotter. Once you're in, there are no hazards anymore, but some scenic landmarks, like a lighthouse that sits on a rocky island and that looks like a little church. I first went to A Pobra do Carminhal on the northern side of the Ria. A Pobra seems to be a busy place, and people were enjoying themselves on the beach. Unfortunately, there were also a couple of bigger ships lying in the harbour, and their compressor can ruin your night. But apart from these noisy engines, the night was okay. The anchor held, and next morning I found out why. It digged in deeply into seaweed. In all of the Rias, you will find so-called bateas, wooden platforms for the mussel production. But the Ria de Arusa is definitely the center of the mussels. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of these platforms. First, I wasn't sure whether I could go between them. Later I found out that it wasn't a problem. And Villanova, on the southern shore of the Ria, is the main base of the mussel industry. But funny enough, on the fish market I couldn't find any mussels. I had to buy them in the ordinary supermarket. But still, I found some.
We're gonna have mussels from the region and Albirino. This is the wine just from around the corner.
The next day I left Villanova and went south again to the next Ria. This time it was Ria de Pontevedra. The first port I went to was San Genjo. Huge buildings, many tourists, high prices, and, well, not the very nicest place to stay. So I stayed only one night and then I went on to Combaro. Combaro lies quite at the end of the Ria, and it is totally different scenery. Most typical for Galicia are so-called horeos. Horeos are storage places for grain, and in Combaro you can see them anywhere. They're also on the real estate market, and you can buy them like a normal house. I left Combaro Monday, June 13, and went on to Vigo. In the morning the weather wasn't very inviting, but the forecast for the next days was even worse, so I decided to go on. Vigo is the biggest city of Galicia and quite an industrial place, although it has a very nice old town. And it is very well connected, for example, to Santiago de Compostela, where Catherine will land at the end of the week. So I'm moored at the marina of the Real Club Náutico, which is very close to the old town. Here I will wait for Catherine and we will spend some time together in the Rias. Then I'll have to decide what I'm going to do, turning back or sailing further on. I'll tell you in the next video.